Yo, what up? Yo, what's up? What's up? What's going on, y'all? Yo, yo, yo. What's going on? I'm doing good. How are you? I don't know what happened. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Such a kid. You talking about me? I'm good. How's everybody doing today, man? How's everybody? How's everybody? Hope everybody's good. I'm just modifying this strut tower brace bracket real quick. I don't do no. What's up? What's up? I don't do no stealing. I work for my stuff. Don't need to steal, homeboy. That's how people get hurt. And I'm not down for all that. I'm a humble person. I like positive shenanigans. I don't like no I don't like no, as they say, fuckery going on. I don't do no stealing. Never have and never will. Not at all. What's going on? What's going on? Where did I steal all this stuff? Yeah, I don't steal. You got the wrong live, homie. Oh. A little bit of modifying. Yes, sir. No thievery around here. Honest livings only. Oh, a little bit of a modifications to this strut tower race bracket. Oh, get some more cutting wheels too. Need some more cutting wheels. What y'all up to today, man? What y'all doing? What y'all doing? What is y'all doing? Anything fun? I had to cut the grass earlier in this heat. That was not no punk, boy. Whoo, that heat lately has just been awful. So the crowd can see. What's up? What's up? What's going on, guys? Gals? What up, Craig? My boy. Hey, Craig, look, man. I want you to see something, right? Look what I'm doing. Look what I'm messing with. See? This is a grinder, Craig. This is a grinder with a sanding disc, okay? Well, notice I have gloves on and safety goggles. Take lessons. Oh, that ain't no fun. Yeah, welding out in the heat, that's just as bad because now you got heat on top of you, then you got the heat from the welder. Damn. That's double heat. That is double heat. Ain't nothing wrong with resting. I should have been resting earlier, man, but it was like the rain has been so bad here the last few weeks, man, and you cut the grass and like the next week it seems like it sprouts out like sprouts up like halfway. So I had to cut the grass and stuff in between my cars, and I had to cut the grass from around the man cave, the fucking house, just to where I could just take the ride mower and just knock the rest of it down. But I got 4.5 acres, man, so yeah, we got a pretty big fucking yard. So I had to get a head start. And sometimes my wife, man, she'll like after work, she'll come home and knock out what she can with the ride mower and shit like that. So helps out. Let me see, Craig. Your message is hidden. Let me see what you're saying down there. Uh, I'm okay. All right. Remember you said that. Remember you said that, man. I got you. Remember you said that, boy. You gotta understand, man. I was a safety consultant for 3 years after being in the field doing construction work, construction plumbing and welding for 16 years. So, yeah. I've been hit in the eye with a fucking bungee cord before, buddy. My left eye I got hit in the eye with a bungee cord. So I was lucky to keep my eye. So guess what? You can call me a sissy all you want, but every time you see me working using a flapper wheel, it could be a rubber goddamn flapper wheel. I don't care. Excuse my language, YouTube. But it could be a rubber flapper wheel. I don't give two squirts of elephant piss. I will be wearing gloves and I will be using a flapper wheel. Crying disc, cutting disc, whatever it may be. uh, Hassan's family, I've never been to jail, homeboy, so I don't know why you thought I was maybe in jail. But I've never been to jail. I don't know what even made you think that I'd been locked up. But I had parents that raised me and would put it on you if you didn't do what you were supposed to do. So yeah, I needless to say, I ain't really had a time to get in no trouble. So my parents didn't play nothing. Like my parents didn't play it. Oh, you look like the usual suspect. Oh, I I look like a usual suspect. So I don't even know how to take that. Like I really don't even know how to take that, man. That's crazy. I don't even know how to take that. As a matter of fact, I ain't even gonna worry about it. How about that? If y'all gonna be saying some crazy comments, I'll just block y'all or just ignore you. One of the two. I ain't got time for it. Yeah. Craig, you crazy. You said buying stuff. Well, your cutoff wheel gonna cut into your ligaments if you don't start wearing safety equipment, and you ain't gonna have to worry about buying no stuff for your car. Shit. You don't learn skills in jail because you're not in jail enough. But you've most likely been in prison. Is this the Paul Davis that I know? Is that Machine Shop Paul Davis? Craig, get back in here, man. I'm on you, man. Get Craig, get back in here. Okay. My fault, Paul Davis. Your name is spelled just like my buddy that run the machine shop. My mistake. Craig, get back in here, boy. I'm on your head. You ain't getting off scot free, boy. Get on back in here. Talk about safety. Safety. All right. Now I get to paint that thing. It's all ready for next week now. Oh, Craig, where you at? Hey, Skinny Jeans, you see what he said about the safety equipment? I got a job for you, Skinny Jeans. I need you to stay on top of him. That safety stuff. And when I come to Florida, if he works on anything in that garage, when I come to Florida, you don't have no safety equipment. I know his head big, and it's probably gonna take me a few ratchet straps, you know, to try to get him in the headlock. But I get it. I get him. That's what I know. Like I'm trying to tell him, man. I'm trying to tell him. Tighten the fuck up, boy. You know better than that. He should look. He should have this at all times when he working in that garage. Whether he grinding, cutting, whether if it take 5 minutes, 2 minutes, don't matter. Don't matter. you, you ain't going nowhere. Nope, you're not. You are not. Oh man. Whew. Lord have mercy. Hassan's family, I would appreciate it if you're going to be on this live. I would appreciate it if you talk about things that pertain to this live. Ask questions about working on cars. Ask questions about anything, like what I'm doing in the shop, anything. But this stuff going back and forth about jail and all this is not going to be tolerated. And if it doesn't stop, I'll stop it myself. That's your warning. Man, ain't no F that, Craig. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Whew. Oh. Ugh. Thank you, Skinny Jeans. Hassan, I never said you were. Did you ever hear me say that? Did you hear anything that I just said about you being on my live and keep talking about jail? I've never been to jail. I don't plan on going to jail. I didn't come up that way. So I don't know what is with you and thinking I was in jail. I look like a suspect. That's fine. And if I look like a suspect, it is what it is. I'm sure I look like a suspect to a lot of people, but quite frankly, I don't give a damn. So again, please, if you're going to be on this live, talk about something other than that, something interesting. And nobody said nothing about I was racist, or you said I was racist. But obviously, you gotta, you feeling guilty about it if you're saying that, because I never even said that. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I don't understand people. I mig. I can mig and I can stick, but that chigging, it's gonna take some time for me to learn that. Yeah, see, and then you brag about it. You know how it's like you say something like, "Hey man, hey Craig, don't go out there in the heat, and if you do, drink water. I don't need no water. I'm a man." Then you have a heat stroke, and then you say, "Well, you have been fussing at me today because I was out in the heat with no water." Like, what is wrong with you? But that's good. 17, man. I'll be honest. I didn't start welding. I didn't start learning how to weld until I was like in my late 20s. You know what I'm saying? Early 30s. So yeah, I mean, that's good. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Something, Craig. I mean, dang, boy, you awful, man. Hey, Craig, let me show you. So I had to cut these brackets. See these brackets here? I had to cut these brackets off of this bracket. And look, you can't even tell. You can't even tell me where they were. Look at that. That's what you call smooth operator. You can't even tell where they were. Mm-mm. I should have showed you that first, but I guess that's not fair. But it is what it is. You be alright. Yeah. Hold on. I gotta go back down. I'm just saying that's not my Mazda motor. What Mazda motor are you talking about, Sean? What Mazda engine are you talking about? And you say you're trying to go from drive-by-wire to drive-by-cable? I mean, that shouldn't be hard to do once you got the right stuff. Man, Craig, you gotta tighten up, man. I'm gonna have to take a special trip to Florida. Yes, how you doing, Sean? How you doing? Yeah. Well, Lathan, hey, you ain't no better for not welding with no equipment. I'm big on safety, man. Like I said, I got hit in the eye. I've been hit in the eye with a bungee cord. I've been electrocuted with 480 volts working on a rooftop unit because I do HVAC. This is back when I first got in the trade. I got hit with 480 volts. Caused me to throw my tools completely off the roof, and I was about 20 feet from the edge of the roof. That's where about the unit was. I was like 20 feet from the edge, and when it hit me, I was lucky it didn't pull me. It just threw me, through my tools. But it was under 500, so I was lucky. But yeah, I don't play that. Paul, this is a bracket that I had to modify for. This is a Mazda Speed Protege 5 OEM strut bar mounting bracket. But a lot of guys buy them from me to put them on their escorts. So there's two brackets that hang off the edge of this thing, and they hold like accessories for the Mazda Protege 5, which escorts don't even use them. And those brackets are actually in the way, so I have to actually cut those brackets off, and then I smooth the bracket back down so you can't really tell where they were. And then I paint where I cut at. But yeah, that's just a strut tire brace bracket. That's good, Lathan. Electricians be good. I mean, I had to pretty much learn that when I started doing HVAC. Sean, what motor is it? What engine is it? I think that's what he meant. What engine is it? Whoo! Oh, I gotta paint this thing now. I think he meant what engine is it? So, oh, oh, nice, awesome. Paul Davis. FCs are sweet. I like FDs too. I like the first generation RX-7s. They're cool as fuck. A buddy of mine had one in high school, Chris Johnson, and he had a modified. Was it a 13B engine? I can't remember what the fuck it was, man. Don't get me to lying, but yeah, that thing was loud and pretty quick. Yeah, dude. I mean, Lathan, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I started out doing car stereo. I built my own boxes, wired up my own speaker, wired my own stereo. Um, uh, then I got into commercial plumbing. Then I got into commercial welding for MIG and stick, structural, steel, and pipe. Um, I'm a medical gas brazier by trade. Um, HVAC. I'm certified for HVAC. HVAC technician. I work on cars. I build my own motors, my own transmissions. I drag race. I raced on the dirt for a while. I raced four wheelers, I raced dirt bikes, three wheelers. Built my own engines. Set up my own stuff. I build a lot of suspension for our cars. So I mean, I do a lot too. You'll get there, man. Just like I say. Just like I say, man. So Get as much experience as you can with each trade under your belt. That's what I did. I started out with one thing, go to the next, go to the next, go to the next, go to the next. So it's not so that way you have multiple trades under your belt and you can do multiple things on your own and you don't have to call nobody and depend on. Like I've always been taught. My dad's always told me, be that person that you don't have to call no one and depend on nobody. That way you can just do it all yourself and you got to worry about it. Now some things we got to call a professional for. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a few things we do. But most things, you know, working on a car, working on a lawnmower, motorcycle, something on the house, plumbing, electrical, the HVAC, stuff like that. I was just determined to learn all that stuff, all of it. As a matter of fact, I was doing a little bit of body work first too. I worked on tractor trailers. I worked in a tractor trailer body shop. That's a different world from regular passenger cars. That's man, that's some crazy shit there. All the sand blasting and all that stuff you got to do, and all that stuff. It's pretty wild. But I've got into that. But it's that body work stuff. The body work and paint is where I'm like, yeah, I got a homeboy that does it. I'll let him do my cars, and I'll just do his HVAC. We trade. Hold on, I gotta go back to what Sean was saying about this motor. I want to learn. Nope, that ain't it. What? All right, so Sean, what? So Sean, what is the motor out of? Do you know what the motor is out of? You have any idea what the motor is out of? Any more information on it? Yeah, I do HVAC. Yep, that's what I do now. Yep. Yeah. HVAC is what I do. And one thing about HVAC, man, the biggest thing you got to know is diagnosis and how to use a meter. If you don't have those two things, you will not make it in that trade. It's more to air condition AC. It's more to heating and air condition than just um, putting Freon in a unit when something goes wrong with it. And that's one thing that we were taught by my instructor before he passed. God rest his soul, Mr. Roger Clark. 50 years in the trade. He told us, don't become gas and go technicians. And what that means is, don't just go up to a unit and put Freon in it and think that's going to fix it, because that's not always the problem. It's not always the problem. Yeah, well, yeah. I've been zapped by a capacitor too. Yep. None of that feels good. Trust me. None of that feels good. None of it, whatsoever, whatsoever. Mazda 3, that's an MZR. That's a 2.3 MZR. Yeah, yeah, that's an MZR. 2.3. That's a good motor. That's a really good motor. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. Like me, a lot of people call me OCD, but it's a few things I'd be like, I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna be satisfied with it the way it is. And I was like, there's no such thing as perfect. No matter how much of a perfectionist we try to be, like nothing's gonna be perfect. Like I went to a car show yesterday, man, and they had a lot of beautiful cars there. But I mean, you got flaws everywhere, whether you can see them or not. The flaws are there. There's absolutely no car that's built by a human being, machine, none of that has zero flaws. So, yeah, I mean, some stuff I'm just like, Nobody's gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? Just me. 2 liter? 2.0. Oh, I have to do some research on that. 'Cause I always thought the Mazda 3s would come with 2.3. What engine are you swapping from? Yeah, Lathan, that'd be a good idea. Absolutely. Designed to fail at a point. What do you mean, McCall? Oh yeah, I mean anything that's yeah. I mean you're gonna have fail points. Um, you know, even when you got good products, man, you have a you know you have a have fail factors, whether it be like a factory defect, um, you know, or just the way the product's made. All right, so what happened to the engine? Yes, I will definitely agree there. The government has made things a whole lot more expensive. Um, I mean, I look back when I had an engine balance, I think back in 21, and I think it cost me like it right at $600 to have it done. And I just had recently picked one up back in April, and it cost me close to $1,000, man. Everything has just gone up. And the machinist, my good buddy of mine, um, Carl, at that machine shop here in Virginia on Chamberlain Avenue, he was saying that because of the cost of everything going up and people not really trying to pay more, he's pretty much closing the doors in March, man, which kind of sucks because he's a great machinist. Oh, Paul, that's cool, man. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, dude, money is different these days. It ain't like it used to be, man. Like you know how like you go out hustle. Like I started cutting grass too, man. I cut grass, man. Before I started driving, I was cutting grass, making money in the neighborhood, man. It was so easy to do because like it was like you were man. If you were a hustler, man, you could pretty much make money anywhere. Now it's just the dollar. It's just so tight these days, man. That people don't want to pay for nothing. A lot of people want stuff for free. Like it's gotten crazy, man. Well, that's not even an interference motor. So that timing belt could have broke going on the highway. It's not an interference motor at all. It probably didn't sound good because there was no timing belt on it, so it couldn't make any compression. That's probably why it sounded that way. Whoa! The first vehicle I purchased on my own was a 1987 Isuzu Pup mini truck. I paid $500 for it. No, $600 for it. 600 bucks. Here too, Paul. The same here. I mean, me, I do try to do different stuff, just to bring in income and stuff too, man. Yeah, Sean, that engine's not even interference, dude. I don't know if that was just an excuse for you to do an engine swap or what. I mean, you can actually make pretty good power with that motor that you pulled out. I've seen people make 400 horsepower with that engine. Hell, I was making a little over 300 with the 1.9, which was not as no, which didn't have as much power as that motor that you got for the 2 liter. Damn, you scrapped the motor too? Good God, man. Bad enough stuff's hard to find. Y'all want to go scrapping crap. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with you, man? All right, that's ready to go. Craig, where you go, man? I didn't say you could leave. I didn't say you could leave, sucker. I didn't say you could leave, sucker. Craig left my live because I told him he needed to start wearing safety equipment. He ain't got off easy. I'm gonna get him. I just look out for my friends. That's all. Especially when we out here in the shop, we working, we grinding, hitting, beating on stuff, cutting stuff. Using a bench grinder with a you know wire brush on a bench grinder. Some of them wire brushes, them little bristles come off and hit you in the face and the chest and the neck. You ain't wearing safety glasses, man, and one of them little bristles hit you in the eye. It's gonna be over with. It's gonna be over with. Yeah. That's why Sean. That's why you learn the knowledge. That was a time for you to learn. Well, Sean, and also Sean, reading your other comment. That's why you do research. Research helps you out now. I mean, they got it's a lot of stuff online now, man. You can do whole lots of research. Uh-oh. Sean Paul got a G body. Oh, Sean got a G body. G body. I had an Esco drop a valve seat too, but I mean that didn't. I mean it hurt the head, but it didn't do nothing to the motor. Like the motor was still fine. The only thing I did was just swap, change piston in it, put a different head on it, good to go. Actually, and then before then, I actually had new valve seats put in the old head. The problem with the Escort cylinder heads on the CVH is they're not pressed into the cylinder head all the way from the factory. So what usually drops the valve seat is when you overheat it, aluminum swells up when you overheat it. So when it gets hot enough, it will swell in the seat area and it'll drop the seat because it's not pressed all the way in from the factory. One, two, overheating that motor will also make the cylinder head swell up and drop the seat. And swell up, I mean swell up around the area outside of that seat where that seat is banded in. Once it swells up, guess what? There's nothing to hold the seat no more. It goes right down the cylinder. I've been there too. I've been messing with Escorts for over 20 years, man. I got a turbocharged 1.9. I had a turbocharged 2.0 SPI. I got turbocharged 1.8 VPs now. My wife races an automatic Escort GT that I built her transmission. So I've been through all of it. Craig, don't go there, punk. Go there, punk. Hey, Peanuts Automotive. Yeah, you're right. Shrapnel does hurt. That ain't no joke. I had a buddy of mine that had got metal in his eye when I worked in the field doing construction plumbing. Yeah, he got some metal in his eye. Oh, that's nice, man. Heck yeah, that's rolling. With the 500 wheel, that's getting it. My Escort makes right at 400. Yeah, forums did used to be a thing, man, but now shit, man, you can get that information without a forum now. The forums used to be where to go. Yeah, not too I'm not too fond of the whole AI thing on certain things, but you know, that's good, Lathan. Stay with it. Stay with it. I learned all my knowledge before AI even came out. So I have a first generation, the 80s models and the 90s models. That's what I mess with. So like 81 through 90, 81 through 90, and then like 91 through 96. That's what I build. Well, shit, Lathan, if you can drive a manual, anything, you can drive anything. That's just more gears, more shifting. Yep, I'm old school. I still get with the new technology, but I always use old school remedies. Yeah, I like my I like mechanical a lot. Yeah, Sean, I know you got yeah. The only cars that came with a 2.0 was 97 and newer, 97 and up, 97 and oh 02 to be exact. Hey, Paul, those are nice too. I got some buddies with some GTIs, some all-wheel drive Audis. I got one buddy of mine that's got a old school I think it's like an early '90s Volkswagen Jetta with a VR in it, and it makes like 450 wheel. That thing is dangerous. Yeah, I like old schools, man. Old school is. I use a lot of old school remedies, man. I learned from a lot of people that, you know, they were amazing, man, when it came to skills, regardless of what it was. Yep, start learning young these days. That's what I did. 9 years old is when I started. I mean, that's going to be totally up to you, Lathan. If that's what you want to spend your money on, then go for it. I can't tell you what not to buy. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a decision you got to make. But I mean, a '68 Dodge Challenger, why wouldn't you? Yep, I did a lot of control boards in the field, man. Control boards for the furnaces and heat pumps and air handlers and stuff like that. Yeah, you never stop learning, peanuts. You never stop learning. I learn something new every day, and I like it because it just adds to my skill of what I already know. You know what I'm saying? So I can look at things differently and apply it differently. You mean like electric steering? Yep, that's right. Old school is built better. Yep, old school is built better, lasts longer. It's just to me, it's just better all the way around. For real. Let me show y'all something, man. Show y'all something real quick, right? So this, for those who know, this is an 8-pad clutch disc, right? Not sure of the name brand, but this came with a lightweight ACT flywheel that I got from a guy on the escort site. Most people would take this right here and throw it away. Oh man, I'm gonna throw that thing away. It ain't no good. That thing ain't no good, man. I got a guy down in Richmond, here local. He repads clutch discs, and it's not for what he repads the clutch disc for. I couldn't buy one new. Put it that way. Um, and the clutch disc that's in my and Donatello, my purple Escort GT right now that makes almost 400. It's been in the car 4 years, and the car's been 1166 at 114. The fastest mile an hour I've gotten was 119, but that's a strong clutch. Now, most people would just take this, throw it in the trash, and go buy another one. But see, this is an old school disc. This is an old school clutch, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, I ain't gonna get rid of that. I can have, Jeffrey repad it and be good as new. You know what I'm saying? I always look at, can I fix something? Can it be repaired? Shit like that before I toss it out. I had a guy getting ready to throw away a damn ace. Like the same guy I'm talking about that got this clutch from. He was getting ready to throw away a ACT lightweight flywheel, 9 pound flywheel. I had it resurfaced and been using it in the car I just recently put together. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, you. A lot of them old cars are hard to find now, man. Not just that, but you do have some that are like extremely hard to find, like unobtainium hard. Paul Davis, you talking my speed there? I got a set of old school mid '90s JL Audios in one of my cars with a old school Alpine T500, and then in my other car I have an old school JL Audio amp running two old school Punch DVC subs. Yeah, I'm an old school guy when it comes to that for sure. So Jeffrey, I guess to answer your question, Mikhail, um, he actually started out doing brake shoes for tractor trailers, um, big tractors, um, clutches for tractors, stuff like that. So he was already into repadding cores, like old cores. So um, with that being said, you know, one thing led to another, and he started doing clutches, brakes, all kind of stuff. So yeah, he's awesome when it comes to that repadding stuff. Whew, today has been a hot one. My last popsicle. I can feel it in your toes. Oh man, hey, y'all coming quick, boy. Jesus. So what do you do, Mikhail? Nice, Paul. Heck yeah. I got some '70s model studio monitors in my house that I inherited from my dad. Trying to find some parts for an old Yamaha amplifier. The Yamaha amplifier I had running them, man, that thing was right. But I lost two of the capacitors, so I've been trying to find them and some other parts for it too. The manuals better to their transmission last a lot longer if you actually know how to. Well, I mean, Lathan. So that goes both ways actually. I like both. I like manuals and I like autos too, depending on what it is. The trick with automatic transmission is you got to maintain it. You got to make sure the fluids change. You got to make sure the filters change. You got to make sure that you got a good transcooler. That way, the heat doesn't kill the transmission. Heat is the number one killer to any automatic. You have a transcooler on it, you're good to go. You don't put a transcooler on it, you overheat the transmission, and then next thing you know, you got slipping clutches. Then you got hot spots on all your steel plates, and then whatever else. inside the transmission that may sacrifice getting affected by that heat. Same thing with a manual. You're supposed to always change your fluid in the manual too. Um, so yeah, I mean it goes both ways. It's all how you treat it. I'll show y'all something, man. So look, this is a popsicle, right? So my daughter bought me this Yeti cooler for Father's Day. This Yeti stainless steel cup, Yeti cup. I had four of these. I left my house about 2 hours ago, and this is the last one. I have four of these. This is the last one, and it's still iced. This Yeti is no joke, man. 2 hours ago, and as hot as it is today, these things would have been liquid. But this Yeti is right. So if y'all want to keep your stuff cold or warm, get y'all a stainless Yeti, man. They're bad. They're bad ass. I'm telling you. My daughter knew what she was doing when she got that for sure. All right, well, I got a question for you, Latham. Is that your mother's house that you live at? Oh, Morans and please don't start talking about the Morans, man. A buddy of mine's mom had a Morans amplifier running. I can't remember what kind of towers. She had some towers, man, speaker towers. Can't remember what they were. I don't know. I don't know if they were Cerwin Vegas. I can't remember what they were. But man, her house, man, that shit sounded like a concert. I was like, God, it's loud and clear. If you're late, Mikhail, if you're late maintaining a transmission, um, not control engineer change it. If you're late maintaining a transmission, it's gonna start failing catastrophically. Like, automatic. If you overheat it, your clutches start slipping. Your fluids can't handle that type of heat. Um, Transmission fluid, especially, if you overheat transmission fluid, it's a wrap. I mean, it's a wrap. A lot of manual transmissions came from the factory with trans fluid, but I always switch it to gear oil. I never ran trans fluid. Um, but if you're late maintaining the transmission, you'll regret it. Trust me. Yeah, like, is that your mama's? Is that your mom's house? All right, you're 17, right? You're 17 years old, so I'm sure that means you don't help pay no bills in the house. You may, I don't know, but respect your mom's house, man. Clean up the garage so she can at least get one of her vehicles or a vehicle in the garage. I can tell you, when I was your age, and if I would have had a bunch of shit piled up in the garage like that, my dad would have been like, "Nah, get that shit the fuck up out of here, or I'm gonna back the truck up and I'm gonna throw the shit away my damn self." That's just the cloth I was cut from. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, you know what I'm saying? We didn't I want none of that. So do me a favor and do yourself a favor. Respect your mom, man, and clean that stuff up. Organize it. Whatever you're not gonna use, get rid of it. Throw that shit away. Scrap it. Whatever. Um. So yeah, man, you don't wanna you don't want to burn that bridge. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got somewhere to store your stuff and do that. But you make sure that your mom has somewhere to park her car. That's her house. You know, she raised you. You know what I'm saying? So it looked like she raised you pretty decent. So just just telling you from a parent standpoint. I'm a father of one and a grandfather of one. So just respect your mom's house and clean up, man. Yeah, dog. Clean up, man. You young. You seem like you got a good head on your shoulders. So, but that part right there, it sounds like you need to work on that. So just make sure that you got your stuff organized, keep clean, and that way your mom can have a spot to pull her car in the driveway, in the garage. You know what I'm saying? If she wants to park in the garage. Just do yourself a favor, just clean up, help her out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, mom, I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna clean this stuff up so you can pull your car in the garage. So, because she's gonna keep talking about it, and it's on her mind. So she's gonna keep saying stuff about it, and she's gonna keep talking to you about it. And the only thing you can do, don't get mad, don't talk back to her. Just go ahead and do what she asks you to do. Clean it up so she can park her car in the driveway. And guess what? Y'all relationship would be a whole lot better. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mikhail. No, Paul. Don't listen to Craig. Craig just he just pulling chains, man. Yeah, the thing is, yeah, you don't want Mom Duke's pissed off at you. I know when mine got mad. I know what came next. Her fist upside my head. So I had no choice. My parents tell me to clean that shit up. Hey, clean that shit up. You want to use this space? You use it, but you will not put it in here to where I can't use it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the best thing you can do, man. Just clean up, keep down the chaos and the confusion. That's what I always did. Oh yeah, I hit up. You talking about hitting a dog, boy? I'm gonna tell you a story here in a minute. So me and my wife was on 95 headed north going to the track. I had my car on the back with the trailer. She had her car on the back with the trailer, pulling her truck, and I'm cruising. We in the right lane. All of a sudden, a doe jumps the fucking guardrail. I'm going 65 miles an hour with a trailer and a car on the back. Fucking deer jumped out in front of me. Only thing I could do was hold on to the steering wheel. One point me hitting the brakes. None of that. So I just kept on trucking, and I grabbed the steering wheel. Bow! Hit that deer and sent that sucker flying back in the woods. The truck never shook, shimmied, none of that. It just felt like I hit a bump in the road. Ba-doop. And that's all the truck did. But it bent the front bumper, broke the grill, didn't damage the headlights or the hood, which was crazy. Didn't damage any of the fenders. It just messed up the upper and lower bumpers and messed the broke the grill, put a hole in my condenser, air conditioning condenser, put a hole in it, and it leaked all the freon out on the highway. And it bent my transcooler, but it still worked. It didn't leak or nothing. But when I fixed the front end, I put a new one on it. I didn't want that thing all bent up and shit. It wouldn't have been able to cool good. Yeah, man. Yeah, deer suck. They can. I done had them run underneath my truck and shit. I mean, I done had my fair share with some deer, boy. Tell you, man. I tell you what, these mosquitoes eat me alive, boy. God, dog. Whew. Yes, sir. Hey, Hey Craig, you see that? You see that vice over there? Does that vice look familiar? I think that's all I need to do for today. Uh, yeah, y'all want to hear a funny story? Crazy thing is, I live close. Mercedes went in one day I ran. Oh, yeah, rebar. Yeah, that come off them trucks that be hauling all that stuff. Woo, that ain't no good. Yeah, exactly, exactly, Paul. Yeah, you lucky. You very lucky it didn't spark. 'Cause that would have been ugly, like coyote ugly. That would have been bad. I'm just glad. So when I hit that deer, I was I pretty much saved the rest of the traffic because if that deer would have missed my truck and ran out in the middle of 95, that would have been clusterfuck because he would have had to deal with bouncing between two other lanes of traffic, and there would have been cars crashing everywhere. That'd have been like some Final Destination shit. Oh man, God, the bucks are huge. They're a little bit bigger than does and a little heavier, so they do more damage. Shit, I was coming home. I was literally like 20 feet from my driveway, and a doe took off running from the ditch line. I seen it about 20 feet out. I seen the daggone deer take off running, into somebody's yard. But then I noticed it was running kind of like when I was driving. It was running kind of like at an angle. So then all of a sudden, I'm cruising, So something was like, man, keep your speed slow. So I was cruising. All of a sudden, this sucker turned around and was trying to cross the road with me driving it. But instead of the deer crossing in front of my car, it like made a left. So it went towards my car. Like, it went towards the fender side of my car. I was like, what the hell? So I swerved to the left to get away from it. But I was going slow enough, so I swerved to get away from it. And the doe, it still hit the the part of the fender that's close to the door. It hit that, broke her neck, and then and threw her back in the yard or whatever. This is no lie. I went home, checked my car out, make sure everything was good, unloaded all my stuff out of the car, went back to see if the deer was still there. It was gone. So I said, yeah, either somebody picked it up or that bad boy just got up and like a cat with nine lives, had one life left and took off. I don't know. But yeah, that was wild. Yeah, you lucky it didn't. You hit a damn dope at that speed. You are lucky. I'm gonna tell y'all another deer story. Hold on, let me go get this on. Ugh. So here's another deer story. So I got a well, as a matter of fact, The car under the cover right there. That's my 95 Probe GT, right? So before that car got painted, I had like different color hood. I had a different color hood, different color side skirt, I think, and something else was a different color. Um, so I'm coming home, man, just cruising, and there was a car behind me, probably like 10 feet behind me. I'm on the back road going home. I live in a rural area. I'm in the country. So I'm coming home, man. Come around this turn on the back road. I was a good ways from the house, man. Come around this turn, and so a 4 Probe GT, if those that don't know, 4 Probe GT has a real sharp front end. So it's like, it's not a big square front end, nothing like that. It's pointed, almost like an RX-7. It's pointed in the front end. So, needless to say, a doe ran out. I was going about 55, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm going about 55 miles an hour, man. Come around the corner and hit that thing, boy. I was like, oh, there goes my front end. I hit that deer. Boom. I was like, look, where the hell did it go? So then I drive. I said, let me pull over. I pulled over, looked at my car. Front end was fine. No lights were broke. Um, Nothing was damaged. The only thing it did was left deer shit on my hood. So the car that was behind me pulls up behind me after I pulled over. And they're like, man, are you all right? I'm like, yeah. I said, but I got one problem. They were like, what's that? I said, I'm trying to figure out where the hell the deer went. Well, they told me, they said, dude, you sent that deer into outer space. They were like, we don't know how fast she was moving. We don't even know how the hell you managed to pick that thing up and launch it like you did. But because my car was sharp in the nose, the car like went underneath the deer and like lunged it. Yeah, it was crazy. And I think because by that time I was starting to hit the brakes, so the front end of the car dipped down. So it was like a bulldozer scoop, and it just it just ejected her. So yeah, he was like, yeah, man. He said you sent that sucker flying. He said, man. He said I ain't never seen no flying deer. He said that's why you couldn't find it because it went back in the woods where it came from. I was like, yeah, I'm looking for it. Like, where the hell did it go? So, but yeah, my car didn't. Luckily, it didn't get damaged. Yeah, you're right about that. Definitely knocked shit out of it for sure. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a very interesting deer story there, man. Like I hit that sucker boy, and it was like I said, it was like a bulldozer scoop. It went underneath and whoop, like shot it, like somebody shot it out of a cannon. Oh man, that ain't good. I'm sure that wasn't a good turnout at all. Yeah, yeah. That I'm gonna tell you like this: if that was something from today's technology, it'd have been total. The deer on the highway, it'd have been total. But my truck's an '07. My Probe's a '95. I'm telling you, man, my truck took that hit like it won't nothing. Like I said, the only thing it did was bend the bumper, but the structure was fine. And I did, it bent the bumper brackets a little bit, but that's it, man. Like I put the truck back together. It looks great now. And it's funny because I tell myself, I said, man, I really want a fog light bumper for my truck, like the week before or 2 weeks prior to this accident. And I hit the damn deer. I'm going, well, I guess there's my front end that I want. I had to drive all the way to North Carolina to get everything I needed for the truck. Couldn't find one here. It's not that I couldn't find the parts. It's just my truck's black on black. My truck's all black. So bumper's black. Everything is black. So everything on Marketplace was different colors. So I found a guy in Carolina. He had a black. He had black everything. Grill. He had a grill. He had front bumper, upper bumper, all that stuff. Oh, shit, I probably would shit and piss myself. Fuck the pee. I'd have shit too. Hell, man, that's crazy. Oh yeah, I had lots of moments where I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I'll be on here about 10 more minutes, and then I gotta head to Food Line and get some stuff for the week. But I'll be on here for another 10 minutes. Just figured I'd hop on and see what y'all was doing. Me and the cow both shitting. Yeah, cow scared as hell from you, and you scared as hell from the cow, and both of y'all shit your pants because you scared. Oh, can I? Oh, that's gonna be heavy. What if it's hanging on my wall? The clutch don't hang on the wall? Yep, sure is. Oh, yeah. So this will show y'all a little something. And I work on automatics too. Here's a clutch drum assembly. This actually came out of my wife's transmission. Um, so yeah, if you look at it, it's got some really bad scoring. That's why I changed it out. It's got some bad scoring right in here, and this is where the clutch drum um, was overextending. Clutch pack was overextending and was rubbing the hub face. And every time I put a set of clutches in it, I couldn't understand why she'd only get 2 passes, and then the bitch would start slipping. Found out real fast. But yep, I mess with these automatics a little bit. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love. Show y'all my wife's picture real quick of her on the track. If I can get it down, I usually have problems getting it down. Should I grab that? Just take that one. I'll just take that one. Oh, all right. Still in the plastic, but give you an idea. That's her driving. That's her right there driving. That's her little Escort. It's like a pinkish color now. I'll get you the picture of that, but that's when she ran that 1288 at 106 at Maryland International Raceway. So I built the car for her. It's an automatic. It's automatic 48T, Mazda transmission, 4-speed, automatic. Um, if you look closely, she got her intercooler there, and her transcooler is in the front end too. I would have put the fog lights back on it, but of course the intercooler pipe got in the way. So that didn't work out too well, needless to say. Oh, shit. Hopefully I get this back on there. There we go. There we go. I must have took the other picture of her car to the back to home. Probably. I guess she gonna want this picture. Yeah, she asked. What? She said, "Where's my picture from Carlisle?" She had it on. Okay, not to see. Not. I'm just kidding. I'll probably take this one home just in case. Cause he probably gonna want it. He's probably gonna want that for car shows. Boo boo boop boop. All right, Lathan. Thanks for stopping in, man. Yeah, just take my advice, man. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but you know, last thing we want to do is upset our parents because we're kind of taking up space in their home or their garage that they used to use. Um, so yeah, just keep the peace and keep your relationship strong with your mom, and just clean up a little bit, man. And whatever you're not using, scrap it or throw it away. And then the stuff you are using, put it nice and neat in a pile in the corner, so she can still, get in and out. That's all. But you have a good evening, man. Good man. Good. Yep. Good decision. Good decision. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that came on and rock with me today. How long we been on here? Shoot. Damn, we been on here that long? Go. Hour and 28 minutes. Damn. Yeah, there you go. But even in your bedroom, man, trying to organize. Just keep it organized, because you're going to have stuff everywhere, be tripping over stuff, and you don't want her to come in your room for something and trip and fall, and that's going to be another one. This man said, make the engine block a chair. That'd be the roughest damn chair. Somebody getting hemorrhoids. And RS Cosworth is awesome. If I could ever afford to get one imported, I'd have one. As a matter of fact, if y'all go on my YouTube channel, there's a guy named by the name of Bob. Bob brought a European MK1 Escort to Ford Nationals this past June in Pennsylvania. Um, Beautiful car. It took him 10 years to get it all finished, but it is nice inside and out. I got a video of it running and everything. I went through the whole car, and then I got a video of me going over the whole car, so people can see it and stuff. Man, I'm gonna tell you, that was one nice build. That was a that was a beautiful build. Beautiful build. Sorry about that. I was knocking a fucking wasp out. Hey, that's cool. Hey, it's funny. So, Lathan, I don't know if you got. It's called Ford's Garage. It's a restaurant. Dude, they got they got transmissions, they got engine parts all over the restaurant. So the sink is actually a rim. The sink is actually like a rim, and they cut the center of the rim out, and so the water runs in like in the center of the rim with it, and then the tire is the sink. This shit is cool as hell. It is so freaking cool, dude. And then like the handles that get in the door, I think it's like a wrench or something like that. It's cool as hell. Yes, sir. Good times, man. Yeah, I'd love to have me a Cosworth, man. That would just add to my collection. Oh yeah, yep. I actually have a Mercury emblem on my steering wheel on one of my Escorts. A camshaft as a chair. Yeah, dude, Craig, for the garage is sweet. Man, hey, have y'all tried? Damn, I can't remember the name of that damn sandwich. Brisket melt. That's called a brisket melt. That boy, man, I took one bite of that and ran around the restaurant. I was ready to slap everybody in there, even at the bar. That jam was good, boy. That's how good it was. Man, I took one bite of that junk, set my sandwich down, and stood up and ran all over the restaurant. Yeah, brisket is good. If somebody know how to do it, man, whoo, that motherfucker ain't nothing but the truth. Yeah, brisket, boy. Brisket is awesome. Yes, sir. Yeah, I like brisket, man. But brisket is done right. Craig, you said you had the black and blue. I think that's what Jasmine had. Black and blue burger. Yeah, ribs is good. Ribs good. Roast beef good. Sausage good. I like all that stuff. Yeah, mosquitoes, boy, eating me up. Oh, mm. Oh. Sure, I got everything. Ugh. Okay, that's cool. Heck yeah, people. Oh, look out. Mhm. Nope. Over there. Nothing there. No. Try to see. Oh, look out. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to find something. Oh, trying to find something. Oh, trying to find something. I don't know if I can find it a minute. Yeah. Nope. Damn. I guess I ain't got it. Oh. Huh. Nope. They don't have it. No. Oh. What y'all want to talk about? Oh yeah, that's where everybody called it engine hoist, cherry picker. All right, man, Mikhail, thanks for stopping in, man, and chatting and stuff and hanging out. Appreciate y'all. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. I actually might go live later on tonight because I got to get out here myself and go to Food Line and get some stuff for the week so I can start this work week all over again, make this money so I can play with some toys and pay some bills. Yeah, me too, man. I mean, some days I get it to where there's a lot of people in there, and some days it's like people got stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I understand 100%. Yep, I understand. But I appreciate the people that do come in. You know, chit chat, hang out, talk about whatever. Yes, it is. You're right, Craig. That's right. You're right. Gotta get it. Gotta get it. See, Craig, we got a fox body right here, man. See? Yeah. Yeah, we got a fox body. Don't make me toward the Florida and skin you with. Yeah, hey, Paul, it took me a long time. Trust me. G8's all right. They got an LS in them, so yeah, they're all right. A friend of mine's got one. She has a G8. Yeah, man, I can tell you this. Just save your money and hey, just save your money and just hustle hard, man. Your time will come. Trust me. You don't have what in Florida, Craig? Oh, Georgia. I was in Georgia. Was it a year before last, or was it last year? I think it was last year. 24. I was in Georgia at the Middle Georgia track. They had an event out there, and I went with a buddy of mine. What? You ain't got no food line in Florida? What the bug? Shoot. When I got cars worth money, unless one of y'all want to buy it. Shit, I ain't got a car worth money. That shit cost, man. That shit expensive. Lathan, I have between me and my wife, we got a whole lot. She owns one, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. She owns about. She owns like five by herself, and I own a whole lot. One up. What's up, man? Ain't seen you in here in a while. Yeah, Cosworths are nasty, but that price tag is a different story. The price tag is not nice. Damn, 800 cars? The fuck you own a junkyard? Like, damn, man, say 800. Damn, that's way more than I got. Shit. Shoot. You must own a junkyard with all them damn cars. Damn. No, I don't have my CDL no more. I've been gave that up. I just decided it won't for me. Well, it never got revoked. I just chose not to go that way. Who are you anyway? Revoked. Now, I must be one of them people that I look like somebody you must have known or something. Like the other guy that was in here. Hey, you look like a suspect. Really? Miss me with that BS. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You said acres. Oh, man. I said, man, this motherfucker got 800 cars. Ain't no way in hell. That's hard to maintain. 5 or 6. 800? No. Yeah. 800 acres. That's a lot. That is a whole lot. I got 4.5, man, and that's borderline too much. But I love the country. God, it's a lot of space. It's a lot of space. Revoked. Man asked me, did I still have my CDL or is it still revoked? Now let's see. I had my CDL in 2014, and at the same time, a few months into that, I decided I wanted to do something different. So that's what I did. Y'all, yeah, Craig, I live in Crew. Wow. I'm telling y'all, man, 100 acres is a lot. I got 4.5 acres, man. I got enough room to put a 3-car garage in the back corner. There's another space, like if I wanted to take some trees down on my property, there was like a goat pen there. I could take that bitch down and go all the way back there. Like I got enough. I don't need no more. 4.5 is plenty for what I need. All right, y'all. I got 15. I'll give y'all 15 minutes. I already ran over. Get out here and get the food line so I can get home and chill. Been working in the freaking yard since 8:30 this morning and didn't get finished till like 3, like 3 o'clock. Yeah, four. I'm telling you, 4 acres is plenty, especially if it's cleared. Trust me, it's enough that you wish you had a zero turn. But my riding mower, my John Deere riding mower does good though. I can't complain. This motherfucker said, take us to Food Kitty." You crazy? I would lose reception as soon as I got down the hill. As soon as I got down the hill, I'd lose reception. Yeah, man. So like this place here, I rent this place from a good friend of mine I went to school with. Been here 5 years. And she, she charges me a damn good price to be in here. So yeah. So until I get situated and build my own shit, this is where I'm gonna be at. Shit, 20% on the battery. Freaking flies, dude. What is going on? Y'all weren't around here earlier, fuckers. I meant to comment and tell you that the other day, Craig. We do need to exchange numbers, man. We really do. You just send it to my inbox. Don't put it on here because you have a whole bunch of people calling you. I don't have any machines, man. Like I don't have no machine. Only thing I got is I got welders. I got a bench grinder. That's it. I thought about getting a press. Um, thought about buying a press. 20 ton press, 20 well, however, 20-ton press or whatever. But yeah, I thought about getting a press. But yeah, I don't have any like machines here. I just have stuff, the bare minimum things that I need to build stuff. But yeah, all I got is welders. I ain't got no lathes, no CNC stuff. I wish I did. I wish I did. Well, yeah, I mean, with that much space, what is it? Lathan? Yeah, you're right. That's exactly right. Because that's so me and my wife was actually looking at a place out here, and we just wanted to know how much it was. We weren't going to even try to get it, and they wanted 800,000, 850, something like that. Yeah, it was crazy. And I was like, oh no, yeah, I gotta get me a press. Definitely gotta get me a press. Like to have one anyway. Do my own bearing work. Do my own bearing work. All right, man. Make sure I got everything. I want to show y'all something else kind of cool, like for people that's learning. So like what I do is, man, like when I research stuff, I write it. Oh, thank you, Skinny Jeans. I seen that message pop up. I'm gonna lock it in my phone. Um, but yeah, I keep notes, man. I take notes of everything that I researched. And you see how thick this book is. Like I write down everything, man. Transmission gear ratios, tire size gear ratios. You know, um, you know, diagrams. That's a diagram I made. That's a little diagram I made for shift solenoids on the front transmission in my wife's car. So for when I get ready to wire up the standalone to it. So yeah, man, it's I got a bunch of little notes that I take. It's always good to get you a book and just write it down. Don't just research it right there and then you're like, oh shit, what was that again? So if you write it down, you got it. Like I got every all the first generation Escort from '86 to 1990, their horsepower, what year, all that. Um, cam specs for BPs. Like I got all kinds of shit, man. I got all kinds of stuff. I keep notes for everything, so I can revert back. Keep notes for everything, so I can revert back to them when I need them. You know? Oh yeah, and see, like for me doing HVAC, I have to go to the customer's house, whatever part they need. I have to contact the insurance company. Like us as techs, we got a lot of stuff to do. We gotta write down the schedule. We gotta like give them a rescheduled date. We gotta come back, let them know what the rescheduled date is, all that mess. So I write every last one of that. I write all that shit down. I write down how much their parts are, what they cost, part number, quote number, you know, price, all that stuff. That way I have everything I need. Yeah, you especially in engineering, you got to have a tablet. You got to have a tablet so you can write that stuff down. My MySpace, man, you hey, get out of here, crazy, crazy. All right, dude. Catch you later, man. Hey, we got 8 minutes on here, y'all. And I'm gonna slide up out of here. But again, before I get off, I want to tell everybody thanks for hopping in and hanging out, stuff, conversating, and not saying some off the wall stuff like a few comments came through here earlier today. So yeah, exactly. You gotta write that stuff down. Formulas, calculations, all that, man. You gotta. It's nice to have a photographic memory of a lot of that stuff, but I like writing it down. That way, when you tell somebody something, they're like, "Well, I don't believe that. That's bull crap. I don't believe that." Blah blah blah. And then they look it up, and they're like, "Well, I didn't see nothing on it." And I said, "Well, I got it written down right here." Boing, boing. And see, the thing is, like a lot of my YouTube videos are very detailed, and I tell people how when somebody's trying to figure out like a final drive, you know, for a rear differential or a front wheel drive car, or whatever, you know, I tell them, you know, the ring gear divided into the pinion gear gives you your final drive number. So, but yeah, man, it's little shit like that. Yeah, man, I love talking about cars. Yeah, yeah, definitely love talking about cars. I tell you what, Craig, when I come to Florida, I'm not sure what track you close to, but I need the brake. No, wait, I need the hit. But yeah, that's the same thing. Brake hit. I need the brake and the clear. And let me see. Yeah, I want the brake and give me the brake and the clear. I'll take the brake and the clear. Let's see what you can do with that. You ought to be able to catch me. All that horsepower you got, you should be able to catch me. Love you too, Craig. Oh man, appreciate you stopping, Paul. Yeah, that's what we do here, man. Talk cars, talk crap, whatever. I just don't do the negative. I just don't do negativity. I don't entertain. As y'all saw, I don't entertain people on here to get on my live just to um, troll and just to be a dick. Like I don't. I'm not. I'll block them or just ignore them and then they'll go away. Or answer them with something screwed up they weren't expecting and then like they won't never come back again. So yeah, yep. So yeah, this live is for positivity. It's to educate people that want to be educated. I don't know everything, but I know enough to get me in trouble. But I know enough to, I know enough to get the job done. Pretty that much. But I mean, you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see I'm pretty knowledgeable about a few things. So, escorts is my big bang. That's what I build. Cool platform. It's a platform that no one thought would ever be or amount to nothing. So I'm turning that around slowly. Um, so turning that around slowly. Yeah, Craig. Yeah, Craig. I need a break in the clear. Let me up out of there, as they say. Let me up out of there. I think skinny jeans whip you. Should have left her car in A. Should have never turboed it. Craig, you don't mess with autos? What? Man, come on, man. You don't mess with automatics? What the hell? What the hell, E? Damn. I get no advantage heads up. That ain't fair. Your car makes your car makes 1,000 horsepower. My car only makes 300. What the hell delivery? What kind of shit is that? And don't go that power to weight bullshit either. Because your Fox body does not weigh a whole lot. All right, Paul, you do the same, buddy. You do the same. Craig, you got 2 minutes. And I'm getting off here and I'm going to Thunder Chicken. I mean, Food Line. Got me talking crazy. Craig, why don't you mess with transmission, man? You got to learn that. That's got to be a part of your shit, man. What y'all do to Camaro, Lathan? That's part of it, man. You got to, hey, if I can do it, you can do it. I crashed, coursed it 5 years ago. Jasmine's transmission was slipping to the point where it wouldn't move, and I brought it to the shop and I pulled it down. Well, I pulled the transmission out and I put it on that table right over there. And I was like, all right, here we go. It's me and you. I called around. Everybody wanted $1,200 to do it, $1,500. Bring me the whole car. Don't just bring me the transmission. Man, hell with that. I ain't spending. Fuck that shit. I went right on there, did my research, pulled everything apart, went on and got a diagram, got my buddy to upload a diagram for me for the transmission parts and stuff. Went to town. And I pat myself on the back because the first time I put it back together, it worked. Oh yeah, people do that a lot. Yeah, depending on what size motor it is. But yeah, people put big blocks in them cars. Damn, Craig. Oh, grocery tiger. What kind of name is that? Anyway, fellas, I'm gonna hop off here, man, and I'm gonna take my butt to Food Lion so I can go home. My wife's daughter's dog is at the house. I tried to take that fucker out to go piss some shit earlier, and he just sat down. It's like, dude, I'm bringing you outside so you can use the bathroom. Get the fuck up. Like, the fuck. So then he didn't have no fucking leash. Her daughter didn't leave the damn leash with the dog. So I have a long ass extension cord, like a 6 foot extension cord I think it was, and I just tied the damn extension cord around the collar and walked him outside. And walked him outside, that motherfucker was like scratching on my back legs trying to get out the door. So I guess he thought he was loose and he was gonna make a break for it. Guess what? He didn't make a break, but he almost broke his neck trying to get the fuck away. So then I ended up putting the leash down for a second because I tied my shoes. Some bitch took off. I had to chase that bitch around the yard. But then he went over there and sat by my wife's truck. And I told him, I said, if you move, I said, I'm going to leave this house. And wherever you are, that's where you're going to be at. I'm not going to keep chasing you around. So, yeah, I took him back in the house. And I guess she's going to deal with him when she gets home. He's got food and water, so, and cold air conditioning. So I'm hell with that. But all right, man. Damn, huge blower. Yeah. Yeah, if you put a screw blower on that thing, that'd be sick. But, all right, man. Yeah, for real. I've been telling y'all I'm gonna get off here, and I ain't got off here yet. So let me go ahead and get up off here. I'm gonna close this window right now. Get ready to get up out of here, so I can go to Food Lion, as Craig says, um, Grocery Tiger, and I am going to catch y'all on the next one. I may or may not go live tonight. I don't know yet. We'll see. It depends on what I got going on, what me and the wife are doing. So All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna bounce about. I'm gonna bounce up off here, and I catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace out. Thanks everybody that came in. Appreciate everybody that liked and subscribed. Appreciate y'all, man. Can't do this without y'all. Later.